XGen's simple, clean interface lets you start modeling with just a few clicks. I'll select Create Model, give the product a new name within my collaborative space, and select Small for the design range, since this will be a tabletop model. One of the first things to do when starting a model is to check the units. I'll go to Preferences in the top right corner and select Inch for this project. When I click on any of the default planes, a pop-up menu bar appears with a few options. The one I'm interested in is Point on Plane. With the operation dialog box that comes up on the right, I can define the X and Y coordinates relative to the origin, which already has a point associated with it. The plus and minus signs can be used to increment the values, or they can simply be typed in. By rotating the view area, I can see where the other point was placed. These 2 points can now be used to create a rectangle. The rectangle and other shape commands are accessible on the action bar under the Construct tab. From there, I'll create a surface from this profile by staying on the Construct tab and selecting Fill. With this new surface, I can use the Subdivide command from the pop-up menu to split the surface into sections. You'll notice the U and V directions correspond to the Y and X directions respectively. Moving over to the left panel, you'll see the tree. This lists all of the features in the order that I created them. I'll discuss more about this left panel in a later video. For now, I'll move on to the graph view, which can be used side by side with the interactive view as changes are made. The graph view also shows all of the commands that have been used thus far, but with the addition of how they're connected to each other via nodes. Another advantage of the graph view is the search box, where you can quickly search for commands. Once a command has been placed in the view, it can easily be moved to a better position. The disassemble and flatten commands are often used together to itemize individual components of a group. These separate objects can then be inserted into the thick surface command. Right now, any value put in here will extrude all the sections to the same height. The size and sequence commands will address this. Size outputs an integer value, and sequence assigns escalating multipliers to those integers. To give me better control over the distribution of these values, I can insert a curve evaluator. I'll put in another flatten command and we can see the change. The nodes within the curve evaluator can be adjusted to control the range and curvature for the different heights. I want to make one more adjustment, which is adding color to the model. But instead of one color, I want a color gradient that is directly linked to the height of the model. The color gradient allows me to choose 2 or more colors to create a spectrum. After that, it's just a matter of connecting the nodes. I'll need to adjust the placement of the 2 colors to match the scale of the curve evaluator. Going back to the curve evaluator, I can change the min and max values to control the overall amplitude, as well as the height of the first element to get just the result I want.